Hello, my beautiful people. Do you want to know what the rest of 2020 holds for you? If you do, then carry on watching this reading. So in front of me, I have 4 piles, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. You're welcome to choose more than one pile, and this will basically be messages for the rest of 2020. So you can go ahead and pause this video if you would like to choose a pile. I'm also going to put some crystals under each pile, and if you would like to choose with crystals, then you're welcome to do that. So let me just go ahead and pop the crystals underneath. Okay, there we go. So if you'd like to choose using the crystals, then you're welcome to do that. So once again, we have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Just remember that this reading is based on your current energy. So if you do not like the message, everyone has free will to change their destiny. Basically, that is the message. This is telling you what your current energy is with relation to the rest of 2020. If it's a good message, keep it. If it's not, you can change it. You have free will to change your destiny. Okay, so we'll be getting into group number 1 straight after this. Hello, my beautiful group 1s. So we're going to start with your first 4 cards. And if we have a look at it, we have the Empress, we have 8 of Wands, we have the Hierophant, and we have the 6 of Swords. So beginning with the Empress, what this is saying for your future is some of you might be pregnant, some of you might be trying to get pregnant, or some of you will be having a baby before the end of the year. So if that is you, congratulations. Obviously, this will not apply to everyone, as this is a general reading, but take what resonates. Maybe you will be becoming an aunt or an uncle, getting a new pet, something like that. But that's basically the energy around the Empress. With the Empress being here, it also indicates that this could be a very abundant time for you, being the rest of the year. So look out for that if that is what you're wishing to manifest. What I also need to say with regards to the Empress is if you look at her crown, she has all these stars on her crown, and that is representing all the zodiac signs. So basically, if you are wanting to know who this is related to, this can basically be any zodiac sign. She's the mother to basically all the signs. And yeah, so that's the Empress. Then if we move on to the 8 of Wands, so this could indicate travel. As we know, with everything that's been going on in the world, a lot of people have had to postpone their trips or not being able to visit family. So this could be international travel, it could be local travel, it could be just traveling to see your parents or see your siblings, see loved ones that you haven't seen in a long time. So this indicates some sort of travel or voyage that you will be going on for the rest, well, not for the rest of the year, but it will happen before the end of the year in 2020. And it also indicates a lot of speed. So things might be moving really quickly, and you just have to remember to keep up so that you don't get left behind, don't get overwhelmed. It's now at the stage where, you know, things were put on hold because of everything that was going on, and now people have a lot of work and stuff that has built up, a lot of things that they need to do on their to-do list that they weren't able to do. And it's nearing the end of the year, and so they've got to work with a lot of speed. So that's basically what that's indicating with the 8 of Wands. Then next we have the Hierophant. So straight off the bat, what I'm getting is, once again, because of everything that has happened this year, a lot of people have now turned to their spirituality or their religious beliefs and spent more time on that and evolving that. So I just see that you're going to grow more in this space in terms of your spiritual needs, in terms of your spiritual interests, and just getting to know yourself better, getting to know what you believe in, and spending time really meditating, really making it part of your routine to make spirituality or religion, whichever it is that you prefer, a bigger part of your life. to guide you forward. So the Hierophant also represents Taurus, so you could either be a Taurus or be dealing with a Taurus a lot in the next few months until the end of the year. So yeah, so you'll either be turning to like a fatherly figure or like a priest or a spiritual leader. Even if your spiritual leader is yourself, like your higher self, you'll be turning to that person to align your mind, body and spirit. And I also see you being filled with compassion. Compassion for everyone that is around you and being empathetic for everything that other people are going through, everything that you're going through, being easy on yourself, not being too hard on yourself because of things you couldn't control. So that's what the Hierophant energy is indicating. And then we have the Six of Swords. So again, tied to the Hierophant, about not being so hard on yourself and not being so hard on others. You're moving away and you're letting go of that baggage. You've realized that it's time to move on, it's time to let go. Things happen in life that we cannot control, and you've come to accept it, and you realize that the only way to move forward is to let go of this baggage. If you keep replaying the past, it's not gonna change the past, it's not gonna make the future any better, and it's definitely not gonna help in the present. So you're dealing with what you need to let go of whatever it is that you were struggling with this year, and basically wanting to move forward in the right direction, as we can see with the Six of Swords being here. So now I'm going to pull out the next 4 cards. Okay. So we've got the Ace of Swords. We've got the Four of Swords. Got the Knight of Cups, and we've got the Three of Swords. Okay, so we have the next 4 cards out. So the first one we're going to look at is the Ace of Swords. So with the Ace of Swords, it suggests that you are headed towards success. So some of you could be publishing a book. Obviously, that's not for everyone. Take it as it resonates. But you're doing something big in terms of something that will lead to your success. The publishing of the book is just confirmation for someone who is thinking about doing it or is doing it. Now is the right time to do that. And yeah, this is going to lead to abundance and prosperity for you. So if you've been struggling with that in the beginning of the year, then this is the part of the year to pick that up and fix everything and ensure that you have your abundance and prosperity for the rest of the year. So that's what we have with Ace of Swords. Then we have the Four of Swords next to it. So always remember, with these readings, it's a general reading, so I mention various possibilities, so you can take what resonates to you depending on what is going on in your life. With the Four of Swords, this could indicate somebody going on a religious retreat. So again, tied in with the Hierophant, just confirmation again with the Hierophant. So working on your spirituality, getting more in tune with that side of your life, and using it to help you progress and heal, and not be afraid going forward no matter what happens in the world. Realize the importance of this. With the Four of Swords, you could also be taking a break. You're just hanging up your swords and you need to rest and retreat. You're exhausted from the year, you've worked very hard, and now it's time to relax. You feel things are easing out a bit. You feel like you've worked very hard and you need the rest, and you need to rest in order to come back even stronger. So that's what the Four of Swords is indicating. It's just more about slowing down the pace and being less anxious, being less stressed about the future, not being so pessimistic, And yeah, so just being in that different type of energy with the Four of Swords being there. And for some of you, for a very small percentage of you, it could just indicate that you're recovering from an illness, okay? So these last few months are about recovering, taking care of yourself and resting, lowering your stress levels, your anxiety, etc. So that's what we have with the Four of Swords. Then if we move on to the next card, we have the Knight of Cups. So for those of you who are looking for love or have been waiting for love to arrive, this is time for a new love, because if we look at it, we have the Three of Swords next to it, which suggests heartbreak. So we have someone new that's coming in with an offering of love. And if we look at this card, he's being very careful to not drop what's in the cup. So he's moving very slow on his horse. So this person is coming in really slowly, but they're really taking care of this. They want to make this work. You can see that this is a very genuine person that is coming towards you. And just because it's a knight, that doesn't indicate gender, so it can be a male or a female, but they're coming towards you with an offering of love. And this is a very physically attractive individual. They can be very persuasive. So they're going to try and persuade you to be with them. For some of you, they might not need to because you're already into them, but for others, it might take a little bit of work, maybe because they took really long to come in, or maybe just because you're very wary of this connection and, you've had a tough year, you're feeling exhausted, and therefore this proposal that's coming in, you're kind of like, you're a bit weary, but just know that it's genuine, and if you are ready and open for it, that it will be an amazing relationship that can blossom from this offering of love. So we've already spoken about the Three of Swords. Just remember, we're moving forward, we're taking our baggage with us and not looking back. And we're making space in our lives for new things to come in, new things that are better for us, and that are going to make us happy. Yes, it is difficult, and heartbreak is a very difficult thing to go through. There's no easy way to get over it, and everyone deals with it in their different ways. But just know that once you do get over it, there's somebody there that is waiting to show you real love and to show you what you've been missing out on. Okay, then if we look at the next card, we have balance, spirituality, and practicality. So as we've seen in the first row and the second row, there's been a lot of talk about you moving more towards your spiritual side. And what this card is basically saying is that if you're relying too much on your spirituality, then you also need to look at the practical side of things, and vice versa. So this is just a reminder to keep in touch with reality. Don't have your head in the clouds and not see really obvious signs that are in front of you. So if you have plans for the rest of the year, like for example, if you're one of those people that are about to publish a book, you have to have practical steps to move towards that. And yes, we talk about the law of attraction, but remember, law of attraction doesn't say that you mustn't act. It talks about inspired action. So just remember that you have to have steps towards your goal in order to accomplish what it is that you really want. So like I was saying, if you are maybe confused on the steps that you need to take moving forward, or you're not too sure, like with the inspired action, what action to take, you need to spend some time meditating to clear your mind so you can think about things realistically, you can think about things clear-headed, and you can therefore make the correct and best decision, which will have the best possible outcome. This card also, going back to love, this card also can indicate that the person that you are thinking about is in fact your soulmate. So that person that is coming in with the Knight of Cups, that's coming in really slow, that person is your soulmate. So if you're looking at this card in terms of love, at this reading in terms of love, just know that that Knight of Cups that's coming in is your soulmate. And so once you get over the heartbreak and you're ready to let someone new and amazing into your life, it's going to be so worth it. And lastly, the message with this card is just release your fears. Release your fears, put your plan into action, and have faith that everything's going to work out as you planned it to be. And yes, things don't always go to plan. That's not what I'm saying. It's just know that the end goal will work out as long as you are consistent and persistent, and you have faith that what it is that you're working towards will manifest. So overall, some very beautiful messages with that card. And I'm just going to pull out the last card. The law of attraction responds to the vibrations of my story. You can accomplish change in every experience, but you have to begin to see the world differently. You have to tell the story the way you want it to be, rather than like it is. When you choose the direction of your thoughts and conversations by the way they feel as you think them or speak them, then you begin to deliberately offer vibrations. You are vibrational beings, whether you know it or not. And the law of attraction is eternally responding to the vibrations you are offering. So basically, we need to look at the positive and focus on the positive in our stories. We need to change our vibrations if we are in a negative vibration in order to change our story. If we are constantly looking at the negative side of the story and not trying to look for the blessings, then that's how our story will unfold. It will unfold towards the negative rather than the positive. We will manifest what we don't want rather than what we do want. And so it is important that when you catch yourself thinking negative, try and look at the positive in a situation. And I know it is very difficult, but it is possible. Like, for example, I'm going to give a personal example. A while back, I had a very serious health issue, and it really brought me down. I felt very doom and gloom about it, and I decided to start thinking about why is this happening to me, and I tried to look for the positive in it. And when I really sat down by myself and thought about it, I realized because this happened to me, I made a very deliberate intention about removing toxic people from my life that I'd had trouble removing for years. And because something so big had happened, it allowed me to remove those toxic people from my life. And after all of that went away, it was like such a blessing that I had actually made that decision to remove those people from my life, and it just allowed me to live the life that I wanted to. Less stress, less anxiety, being my true self, following my dreams, not worrying about what this person or these people thought because they weren't there any longer. And in turn, because I was happy and less anxious, it actually helped me to recover a lot faster. So that was one of the blessings. The other thing is it actually pushed me to follow one of my passions, which I wouldn't have had the courage or even thought about doing. I would have just carried on with normal life had this not stopped me in my tracks and made me really think about what it is that makes me happy in life. So that's just a little example, but in every situation, you're still gonna feel scared or sad or, depressed about something bad that's going on, but you need to change that and tip the scales to also looking at the positive. And why is this a blessing? Why is this happening? How can I create something good out of this situation? And even when you're telling your story, try and not go at it from a place of the victim mentality, and rather say, this is what I'm going to do, and this is how I'm going to overcome this. And if you have people around you that are not supportive of that, then you know that those are people that you need to spend less time with. So yeah, so that is your message, group 1. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. And if you are into zodiac readings, then you can also check out my zodiac readings on my channel. I hope you have an amazing remainder of your 2020, and I hope that it's everything that you want it to be. So yeah, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and whatever you're going through, you will overcome, and you have the power to change your life. Just remember that. Okay, thanks for watching, group 1. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my beautiful people. So you have chosen pile 2, and we're going to get straight into the reading. So if we look at the first card, we have the 6 of Cups. This suggests that somebody from your past will be coming back, coming towards you in the next few months or the remaining months of 2020. It could be a love interest, or it could just be an old friend, somebody that you knew when you were perhaps very little or young, depending on how old you are. It's just somebody that you knew or had a relationship with a very long time ago. They will be coming back into your life in the remaining months of 2020. And for some of you, it suggests that your state of mind is thinking about the past, and you're longing for someone that you had an old love with. Don't want to say old love. You had a relationship with a long time ago. So you've been thinking about them a lot lately, or you will be thinking about them a lot for the remaining months of the year. And yeah, you're just thinking about all the good memories. You might want to reach out to this person, or you're just reflecting on the relationship that passed in a different way. If it was a breakup, then maybe you went from feeling angry to now thinking about all the good times you spent together and how good the relationship actually was. So that's what is indicated by the 6 of Cups. Then if we go on to the next card, we have the 3 of Cups. So very much related to the 6 of Cups, and this indicates a reconciliation. So you could be reconciling with this person from your past in the next few months. And the next card we have here is the Strength card. So you're needing a lot of strength to go through these remaining months, depending on the type of challenges that you will be facing, and this will be different for everyone. But you do have the strength to overcome whatever is thrown your way, so not to fear. It's just a reminder that things won't always be smooth sailing, but you have what it takes to overcome whatever is thrown towards you. And then we also see here we have the 10 of Pentacles. This is saying that the next few months you will be very financially secure. Your life will feel very full. This could be related to this person that is coming back into your life, or it could just be related to who is currently in your present, depending, take what resonates with you. So this will depend on your current situation. But yeah, it's just suggesting that your life is going to be very full. You are surrounded by loved ones, and you are very financially secure, and you don't have to worry about the future as long as you are consistent and keep this up, and you'll have a lot of wealth to pass down from generation to generation. so you're secure in that sense. So this would reach beyond the end of 2020, beyond the remaining months of 2020. That's what this is saying with the Ten of Pentacles being here. So I'm going to take out the next 4 cards. We have the Moon. We have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Magician. And we have the King of Swords. Okay. So with the first card, that suggests a very powerful masculine energy. So remember, there are no genders in tarot, so it can relate to female or male, but it's just saying that you're very strong and powerful, and you'll be able to manifest whatever it is that your heart desires for the next few months or for the remaining months of 2020. And you have all the resources you need. If we take a closer look at this card, you will see that he has a cup, pentacles, sword, wand. So he basically has everything that he needs to manifest what it is that he wants. And that means that you do too. Like I said, male or female, you have what it takes to manifest. And then if we look at the next card, we have the Moon. So some of you could have psychic gifts with the Moon card being here, but that is obviously not for everyone. Take it as it resonates. And for others of you, it's just saying that you need to follow your intuition when it comes to certain things in your life where you're wondering what you should do. You can follow your intuition. It also can indicate that you need to be aware of people trying to deceive you or trick you or lie to you in some sort of way. In that regard, you should follow your intuition. If something doesn't feel right, or if something seems too good to be true, then follow your gut, because you are probably right. Let your intuition guide you when you feel like people are being dishonest, or you feel like something isn't right in a certain situation or scenario that you are in. Trust your intuition. So if we look at the next card, we have the Queen of Pentacles. And if we take a closer look at this card, the Queen is holding a rabbit, which indicates fertility. So for those of you who are planning on getting pregnant, planning on starting a family, then the next few months would be a good time to do that. This also indicates abundance in all areas of your life. So once again, confirming this Ten of Pentacles energy. So you'll be set for the remaining months of 2020 financially. If you're not in that space, keep working towards it, and you will be in a space where you are financially secure. And for some of you, you might be indulging or treating yourself to a very luxurious gift. You feel like you owe it to yourself to treat yourself, and that's what you're gonna do because you know you're financially secure. So you're gonna go ahead and treat yourself in that way. That's for some of you, not for all of you, but that's an indication from the Queen of Pentacles. And then if we go on to the last card in this pile, or in this row, we have the King of Swords. This is just saying that you're a very strong communicator. You stand in your power. People trust what you say. And in the coming months, you will be required to show this sort of leadership. It's something that perhaps you are paid for, like in your career or your job. So you might be like a director, manager, or some sort, take it how it resonates. But basically you will be demonstrating this throughout the rest of the coming months for the year 2020, and that's what the King of Swords is saying. Then if we go on to the next card, it says bring love into the situation. So like I said, again, reading for many people, so you would know what situation this is related to. but it's basically saying that when you bring love into a situation, it will result in the desired outcome. So take, for example, the easiest one as an example would be a relationship. If you're in a relationship where there's a lot of arguments and both of you are more focused on who's right and who's wrong, or pride or something like that, rather go in with love. And so bring love into the situation, and that will help heal the things that are going on. That is not to say that you let people walk all over you. There are many books on how to bring love into situations, and so maybe you can use that as guidance. So this is all about moving forward and using love to take the situation, scenario, whatever it may be, relationships, just to take it forward and not to look back. Don't keep replaying the past. If you have forgiven someone for something they have done in the past, make sure that you sorted out those situations and then don't look back again. If you've made a decision, say for example in your career, don't look back and wonder how it would have been if I had stayed. You made this decision for a reason. You followed your intuition, and do not think of things that have happened in the past. For those of you who want to move forward in a career situation, the message here is it's not about what you know, but who you know. So if you have a great network that you can reach out to, rather do that than thousands of applications. If you know that this is the type of job I want to do and I know this person in this company, let me reach out to them. That's not to say that you should stop all the other processes that you're running, but prioritize reaching out to your network if it is a new job that you are seeking. Then the last card we have is the Law of Attraction card, which says, my every thought is vibrating and my vibrating thoughts are attracting. So whatever you are thinking, you are attracting whether you want it or not. Every thought vibrates, and so focus upon thoughts that make you feel good, which will attract others and others and others and others and others until your vibrational frequency will rise to the place that your inner being can fully envelop. And then you will be in the place of well-being, and your physical apparatus will catch up very quickly. So meaning your physical body will catch up very quickly. This is our absolute promise to you. You may begin to watch for dramatic physical evidence of your recovery, for it is the law. Okay, so be mindful of your thoughts and make sure that they are positive, because positive thoughts attract more positive thoughts, and before you know it, you will be living a more positive life. You'll be attracting things that you actually want into your life. So that is the important message with the last card. So this is your reading for the last few months of 2020, pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. If you are into zodiac readings, I also do those twice a month, so you can check them out on my channel as well. And I hope you have an amazing rest of 2020, and I hope it's blessed and everything you want it to be. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, my beautiful people. So you have chosen pile number 3, and we're going to get straight into the reading. So if we look at the first 5 cards that I've drawn out, you've got a lot of cups energy. So a lot of emotional energy in the next few months, for the remaining months of 2020. But they're quite exciting cards. So if you're in a relationship or looking for a relationship, it's looking quite good in that regard. The Lovers card is the first card that we have. So this could represent you being with your soulmate, so you're already with your soulmate and your love is just flourishing, or you meeting your soulmate in the next few months and then that love will just flourish. It can also represent a friendship or a partnership, but something that's just really beautiful and something that you've been wishing to manifest for a very long time. And if we have a look at this card, we have the angel looking down on this couple. So it suggests that it's a very protected love and that nobody can pull you two apart. So if that's something that you're worried about, don't worry about it. Don't entertain people that are trying to mess up this connection, because the love is so strong that nobody can break it. And if we look at the next card, this is confirmed by the Two of Cups being here. So this is a equal love. So both of you have unconditional love for one another. There's a lot of passion and romance in this relationship. So like I said, it can be an existing relationship or it can be a new relationship, but it is filled with a lot of passion, love, and romance. So for those of you who are already connected, it can suggest that you're entering into a new phase of this relationship. So if you were, say for example, not official, then the relationship will become official. If you've been dating for a long time and you want to take the next step, then you could get engaged, and then if you are engaged, you could be getting married. So basically it's just saying that you're taking the next step in this relationship. Obviously, take it how it resonates. So like I said, depending on where you are in the relationship, that's how it will progress. But yeah, so for those of you who are not in a relationship, it's just suggesting that you're coming into this very mutual, unconditional love with somebody else. And then for those of you who are already in a relationship, it's going to progress naturally to the next phase of this relationship. Then if we look at the next card, we have the Nine of Cups. So this is just about being content and happy. So you and your partner are very happy about where you are in this relationship. You're on the same page. You're moving forward in the same direction. Yeah, you're just very happy. A lot of emotional, happy energy. And like I said, this is a blessed connection because you have the angels looking out for you. So next we have the Queen of Cups. This suggests that you need to follow your intuition in the next few months. Yes, we need to think about things practically, but do not forget that if you have a gut feeling about something, you need to listen to that. It's there for a reason. And once again, like with these two cards, or actually these three cards being here, there's very intense emotion that's going to be surrounding you for the coming months of 2020. But it's a beautiful cloud of emotions that are going to be surrounding you. So enjoy it, live in the moment, enjoy it. You know, it's been a tough year, so this is your time to just sit back and just enjoy the beautiful things in life. Lastly, we have the Ten of Swords. So this is a completion of a cycle. So this basically suggests that after this cycle has been completed, all of this stuff will readily flow into your life. So if we look at this, the imagery on this card, we see the sun rising in the background, and then yeah, this is basically shown by all these cards here. So this is all the beautiful stuff that's going to come after this Ten of Swords moment that you have. So if you are going through a tough time and you're wondering, how is all of this going to manifest? Just remember that you are going through the last bit of your tough times, and after that it will begin a new cycle, and this new cycle will be full of love and beautiful emotions. So do not resist the change. Also, if you're seeing 555, I mean that 5 is a number of change, so that's just confirmation that all of this is on its way to work out. So do not resist the change. It is happening for a reason. It is clearing your path for a reason, for something better to come in. So now we're going to go into the next set of cards. We have the Five of Swords. We have Three of Cups. We have Two of Cups again. and we have Ace of Cups. So a lot of cup energy, a lot of love, a lot of emotions. It's going to be a very emotional time for the next few months, but it's going to be a beautiful one. Okay, so we'll look at the first card, which is the Five of Swords. This suggests that there might be conflict that is surrounding you. I do not sense that this is with a loved one, but rather people outside of your life. So just be careful to not upset people. Try not to make any enemies at this time, because this is not the right time. This is not the time you want to be fighting those sorts of battles. Yeah, it can also indicate victory, because if we take a closer look at this card, we see that these two people are retreating from this fight. I take this as your energy. So you're the one who's going to be victorious in this situation. It's going to require a bit of strength and courage from your side, but you will end up being victorious in the situation. And then if we go on to the next card, we have the Three of Cups energy. So this could be reconciliation. So for those of you, in the first row I spoke of those who are already in a relationship and those who are bringing in new love. For those of you who are bringing in that new love, it can be in the form of reconciliation. So if it is somebody that, if the person that you're meant to be with is someone from your past, then you will be reconciling with them in the next few months. And then for those of you who are already in a relationship, this is about reconciling with somebody, possibly a friend or a family member that you've been missing for a long time, but pride has kind of gotten in the way of you guys connecting or staying in touch. And then we just have Two of Cups again. So once again, very strong unconditional love that is coming through here. Say about it, because we've already spoken about this card, but it's just a beautiful love. You guys adore each other, and yeah, it's just gonna be amazing. Congrats, group 3. It's very, very beautiful energy that I'm getting here. And yeah, so then we also have Ace of Cups, which is an offering of love. So there's just so much of love that is going to be surrounding you in the next few months. It's so amazing. It's just really beautiful. My heart feels so full right now. So that's just an indication of how amazing you're going to feel. And if you'll notice, okay, if you have chosen more than one pile, all the other piles had 4 cards in the first row, but for this group, 5 cards popped up when I was doing the pre-shuffle. Just indication of how much of energy of love there is surrounding this particular pile. So yeah, it's something to really look forward to. Let's get the next card. The next card is meditate and contemplate. So to add more love to the love reading, which this is not a love reading, but because of all the cards that have come out, your pile is basically about love. This card about meditate and contemplate, it speaks of dreams and romance, of soulmates and poetry. So it's something out of a movie. It's making me so excited for you, group 3. It's just so beautiful. This love is just going to be out of this world. And like I said, if you're already in a connection and you feel like, oh no, it's not like that, then what that means is your love is going to be heightened. Or it means you're going to be leaving that connection behind and finding the one that you're meant to be with, and it's just going to be so amazing and so perfect. The important thing to remember is that if you expect bad things to happen, bad things will happen. So don't let any negative thoughts enter your mind when you are meditating and contemplating. Focus on the blessings. Yes, we acknowledge the bad things that have happened. We realize that everything happens for a reason. We are grateful that we were able to overcome those bad things, and we've learned the lessons from that. But moving forward, we want to focus on the beautiful things so that we can manifest more beautiful things into our lives. The big message behind this card is follow your heart and face your fears. So if there's something holding you back, in particular, it might be towards this love connection. If there's something that's been holding you back from attaining the love that you really want, let your fears go and take a leap of faith towards the thing that you really want. It can turn out to be the most amazing thing that you've ever experienced. Just remember to always be open and honest. Karma is real, so you give what you get. You get what you give, sorry. You get what you give. So love others the way you would like to be loved. Be honest as you would want somebody else to be honest towards you. So yeah, just contemplate what you're doing, how you're doing things, and act in the way that you know is right and is going to bring you the best. Don't try and be deceptive. There's no reason to be deceptive because everything is planned out to work out amazingly. So there is no reason to fear. There is no reason to doubt. Yes, there are always hiccups in the road, but you need to trust the process. You need to, once again, work from inspired action and trust your intuition, like with the Queen of Cups, and then everything will work out as it should. And then the last card we have is, by changing my story, I can change my point of attraction. So if you're somebody who chronically complains, you need to start telling your stories in a different way. And if you can't do that, then maybe practice not, I want to say not talking, but focus on not talking or spending so much time talking to the friends who basically entertain you complaining. You don't want to be in that energy. You don't want people that feed that type of energy. You don't want people who encourage that type of behavior from you. You want people that are rooting for you. And I'm not saying that those people that listen to you complain are bad people. They don't know any better if they're not working with the law of attraction. But if you really want to change things, then you need to start changing your point of attraction. So this is for people who are in a bad state. If you're already in that love energy, then you know that you're really doing something right and that you should carry on doing that. So I'm just going to read the message at the back of the card real quick. The only reason it may seem like some past negative thinking is having an impact on your life now is because you have been continuing the negative train of thoughts or beliefs through all of those years. A belief is nothing more than a chronic pattern of thought, and you have the ability to begin a new pattern, tell a new story, achieve a different vibration, and change your point of attraction. As you find a better feeling thought, your point of attraction shifts right now. So you can begin right now to start changing your vibration, and that's by telling a different story. And if you feel like you don't have a better story to tell, then you need to focus on making your story better. Everyone has blessings in their lives, and I think a lot of people take a lot of things for granted. That's not to say that people don't go through issues, but you can look at two people who, for example, have a illness and they have the same illness, but one will be like really positive and upbeat about things and the other one will be very doom and gloom. And who do you think is more likely to survive? The person who's having the positive attitude. Okay, so it's not to say that if you're in a situation you have to act a specific way. Yes, we all have tough stuff that is happening to us, but it's how you deal with it, it's how you think about it, it's how you perceive it. It's about the gratitude that you bring into your life that can bring more into your life. And like I said, you have such amazing cards. This energy has such amazing, this reading has such amazing energy. that you have so much to look forward to. And the way you'll be able to manifest this is if you keep in that loving vibration. The more you stay in that loving vibration, you'll be able to attract this and manifest this reading and make sure that it actually comes true. So that is the message for you, group 3. So if you liked this reading, please give me a thumbs up. If you would like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to receive notifications of when I post new videos. And if you are into zodiac readings, I do those as well, so you can check them out on my channel. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, group 3. Hello, my beautiful people. So you have chosen pile number 4. We're going to get straight into the reading. So if we look at the first 4 cards, we've got 5 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, 3 of Swords, and 5 of Swords. So this is for the remaining months of 2020. So you will be or have been battling with some financial difficulty, but this will be coming to an end towards the end of the year. So you just need to keep on moving and you will get into this Wheel of Fortune energy by the end of the year. So whatever you're going through, I know it's tough, but you need to hang in there because there is light at the end of the tunnel. So that's basically what these first 2 cards are about. And then if we look at the next 2 cards, we have 3 of Swords and we have the 5 of Swords. So the 3 of Swords suggests that there is some heartbreak that you will be going through in the next few months. And it could be related to infidelity, you know, a third party kind of situation. Doesn't have to be, but that would most likely be the reason. Yeah, if we look at the 5 of Swords, there's a lot of conflict that will be going on. You see one person walking away, the other person clenching onto the sword. Neither one of them feels victorious. So this is not coming from a place of ego. This is coming from a place of things just not working out. Okay, and that's basically the energy that will be filling into the next few months or the remaining months of 2020. It's just a reminder to just tell us that life always offers us contrast in order for us to see what we really do want. And yes, it is painful, but it is something that we need to go through so that we can build a better life for ourselves, so that we know what we really want. It is through these experiences that we discover things that we didn't know we wanted, things that we notice that we should change about ourselves, or thinking patterns that we should change. So if you have a very negative mindset, now might be the time to turn that around, because you can see that it's not serving you. So everything does happen for a reason. When you're going through it, it never really feels like that. It just feels like, I don't understand why this is happening. But once you've gotten over that hurdle, then you will realize what value it actually brought to your life. So yes, it's going to be tough, but just remember that there is a bigger purpose and there is a bigger reason as to why this is actually happening and why you're having to go through these tough times. So we're going to move on to the next 4 cards. We have the 5 of Cups, we have the 4 of Cups, we have the Hermit, and we have the Star card. Okay, so if we look at the first card, we have the Hermit card. So that just suggests that in the coming months, you will go into a hermit mode. You need to spend some time letting go, self-reflecting, really, even if it's not you being by yourself, you might be speaking to a therapist or somebody that you really trust, maybe like a spiritual leader or religious leader that you trust to get you through what it is that you're going through. Then that's what this hermit mode is about. It's about releasing toxic people, toxic energies, and making sure that you're able to recover from this negative energy in terms of a relationship. So that's why you will be going into this hermit mode. It's not a bad thing. It's actually going to help you recover and create a better life for yourself. So just remember that everything in life has its purpose, and this is something that you need to go through to create a better life and journey for yourself. But you need to be intentional about it. If you're gonna continue to focus on the negative, then you will bring more negative into your life, and then it won't really serve a better purpose. It's just gonna actually accelerate and create more of the bad situations. So you need to be mindful, and you need to be focused about creating a new path. You see, when things are too easy for us or just a little bit uncomfortable, what I'm saying is, if you have like little problems that don't really make you feel uncomfortable, then you don't really do anything to change it, because it's an annoyance, but like you can live with it. But when you have things that really shake up your world, these are actually things that force us to make changes to create a better life. So see it as a blessing. I know it doesn't feel like that right now, or it won't feel like that at the time when you go through it, but see it as a blessing. Try and find the good in it. Try and see how it's creating a better life for you in the future, better thought patterns, better beliefs, so that you can attract better things in the future. So just remember that the Hermit card is a card of enlightenment, of wisdom. So when you go into this Hermit mode, that's what you will be getting out of it. So strive to, in your Hermit mode, increase your wisdom and your enlightenment, whether that be reading books or listening to your favorite podcasts, watching your favorite spiritual or law of attraction leaders, whatever it is that you believe in, whatever it is that will make things better for you. Focus your time on that, and try to look for the blessings, try to look for the lessons while you are in this hermit mode. So this is going to be a strong healing time for you, and an opportunity for self-improvement, self-knowledge, and once again, just creating a better life, better belief systems, and better patterns. Then if we go on to the next card, we have the Five of Cups. So if we take a closer look at this card, you will see that there are 2 cups that are upright behind this person, and there's 3 cups that have fallen over. So this is about being in a very pessimistic energy. You're not recognizing the good things and the blessings, and having gratitude for the things that are actually blessings in your life, and rather focusing on all the things that are going wrong. And by law of attraction, you will attract more of that to you. So once again, you need to work on changing your mindset and your patterns, so that you can rather focus on your blessings rather than all the bad things that are happening. Because just remember, everyone has struggles in their lives, and life is how we perceive it. So you can look at the glass half full or half empty. It's up to you. So that's what it basically is being said by the Five of Cups. And lastly, just remember that we need to let go of things that haven't worked out. So cry over spilled milk and then let it go. So if we look at the following card, we have the Four of Cups. And here we see that this person has 3 cups, and they're now being offered a 4th cup, but they're really not interested in anything. And this can be related to offerings of love. So because of what you have gone through, you're not interested in anyone's offerings. There's a lot of people that want to be with you, but you're just hurt and you need to heal first. And you're also looking at these people and seeing all the negative things that could happen, all the negative traits that they possess, and that's not an area that you want to, or not a space that you want to get into a relationship from. So that's basically what the Four of Cups energy is about. So with the Star, you could be dealing with an Aquarius, or you could be an Aquarius. Also going back to the Hermit, this represents Virgo. So you could be dealing with a Virgo, or you are a Virgo. But if we look at the meaning of the Star card, this represents that a bright future is in store for you. So keep moving, don't give up. wish upon a star, know what you want, and then change your patterns and your energy towards manifesting what it is that you want rather than what you don't want. Because remember, you get what you think about, whether you want it or not. You need to keep the hope, you need to keep the faith, and you don't need to know how things will happen. It can happen from the most unexpected places, but the important thing is that you stay in a positive attitude and you believe that things will happen, and you know what you want and you work towards that. Okay, so going on to the next card, we have full moon in Virgo, which is that you are good enough. And this is just a reminder to let you know that people always do things in alignment with what they want. So there's never anything wrong with you. So don't think that because somebody left you or a relationship didn't work out or because somebody cheated that there's anything wrong with you. It doesn't mean that at all. You are good enough, and that was just not the right match for you. And same relates to a job. So maybe you've been looking for a new job and you've been going on a lot of interviews and you haven't been getting the job that you wanted. Just remember that that wasn't the right match for you, and the universe will align you to the match that you really want and the one that is best suited for you when the time is right, when you believe, when you're in the correct energy. So you are good enough. It's good to be humble, but don't take it too far to the point where undervaluing yourself. So the message behind this card is also to work hard. Work hard. Working hard will bring the results that you want. And I'm gonna say it again, and I know it might be a bit annoying, but I just want the message to really come through. If you're worrying too much, you're gonna attract more things to worry about. So change that mindset. You are good enough. You can attract the things that you really want. Be realistic, but also don't undervalue yourself. So yes, be honest with yourself about what your real strengths are, how you are really as a partner or as a employee or as business owner, whatever it is that you're trying to focus on. So be honest about that, but also be honest about your good qualities and know that you are enough. Know that you are good enough to do what it is that you have set your mind out to do. You can accomplish anything. You just need to work hard towards it and have a proper plan. Do not let any self-doubt enter. Don't worry about what other people say. Don't let their doubt and their negative attitude be a reflection on you. And a good thing to do would be to declutter your life. So this could be from toxic people, this could be unnecessary things that you have in your home or your office space. Just clean out your life so that you can let new energy into your life. You might also want to focus on meditating just to level and ground your energies and get into that good space when all of this chaos is happening around you, so that you can stay focused and you can enable yourself to build those new thought patterns that will begin to attract the things that you actually want to attract in your life. So anytime is a good time to start afresh. You don't have to wait for a new year. You don't have to wait for a new month. You don't have to wait for a new week. You literally can start today right now to change the things that you don't want in your life, to change the things that are no longer serving you. Change is good. If you want a different result, you have to do different things. And yeah, so like they say, you can't keep doing the same things and expect different results. So we're just going to go into the last card. My attention to lack of attracts more lack of to me. Yeah, I think this message just keeps coming through. Do not focus on the things that you do not want. Do not focus on the things that are bringing you down. Yes, you need to deal with life, that is true, but have a plan and work through that plan, and then all your extra time focus on building new beliefs and new thought patterns. You don't need to constantly think of the lack of. You have a plan to deal with it, so use that plan to deal with it, but you don't need to spend extra time thinking about it all the time. So I'm just going to read what's on the back of the card. From your place of lack, you attract more lack. And that is why most diets do not work. You are aware that you are fat, and so then you say, I'm going to get rid of all the stuff that I do not want. And yet your attention is given to the stuff that you do not want. And so you hold on to it. The way to get to where you want to be is to give your full attention to what you do want, not give your attention to what you do not want. Okay. So they use the example of a diet, but it doesn't need to relate to that. Obviously, if losing weight is something that you want to do, then this exact thing would be helpful, but it relates to anything in life. Yeah, basically what I've been saying throughout this whole reading. Do not focus on the things that you do not want, because you're going to attract more of that to you. Your vibration is going to attract more of those things to you. So you want to change your vibration. You want to focus on things that you do want rather than what you don't want. So yeah, so that's basically what this card is about. But my message to you, group 4, is that if you really want to change this, you can. And just remember that things don't happen overnight. Yes, this reading is for the remainder of 2020, but you know, when you're changing things, yes, it can happen overnight actually, but it also can take many months or even years to change a chronic thinking pattern. So don't be too tough on yourself. Try little steps day by day, and eventually you will get there. Remove toxic people from your life, and don't listen to the naysayers. We can't change the environment around us. We can, in some ways, manipulate it to, like, for example, with our friends, we can choose what friends to hang out with. But like, if you're in a working environment and everyone around you is constantly negative, you need to be able to be strong enough in your mindset to not let their negative beliefs become your negative beliefs. And also, once again, remember that you are good enough. So yes, people have hurt you, but they were not the right ones for you, okay? And you need to let them go, and it's gonna be tough, it's gonna take time. So once again, be patient with yourself, and don't worry about what they're doing, don't worry about who else they're into. You guys were just not a match, and that's fine. That's life, it happens to everyone. So yeah, so be strong. You will be able to overcome this if you set your mind to it, and I know you can do it. I hope it was helpful. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to receive notifications of when I post new videos. Also, if you're into zodiac readings, I do also post those on my channel, so you are welcome to check those out. I will see you in the next one, group 4. Bye!